You know, Elon Musk is getting scared about the protests around the country, around the world against Tesla when he's apparently dispatched Trump's Commerce Secretary, Howard Lutnick, to go on to Fox News to do a commercial for Tesla.
You have probably the best entrepreneur, the best technologist, the best leader of any set of companies in America working for America, and you have this sort of weird side of the Democratic Party attacking him. Let me remind you, he's the guy who saved the astronauts, and he's the guy who's going to build the next generation technology. I think if you want to learn something on this show tonight, buy Tesla. It's unbelievable that this guy's stock is this cheap. It'll never be this cheap again. When people understand the things he's building, the robots he's building, the technology he's building, people are going to be dreaming of today and Jesse Watters and thinking, gosh, I should have bought Elon Musk's stock. I mean, who wouldn't invest in Elon Musk? You got to be kidding.
All right, so you're calling the bottom. This is it.
It's whether today's the bottom or not, I tell you what, Elon Musk is probably the best person to bet on I've ever met.
I don't know. I mean, the short sellers of Tesla sure seem to be doing pretty well betting against Elon Musk recently. But that was, I think, a great violation of the prohibition that members of the administration are supposed to have against promoting individual businesses. I like seeing that in that way. Look, this is what the administration is for. They're trying to prop up a stock price for one individual guy who gave them hundreds of millions of dollars, just pledged another $100 million, has literally signed checks to Donald Trump individually for millions of dollars. And this is how the corruption works. They then say, buy the stock. By the way, if it goes down, was Howard Lutnick going to apologize to all the Fox viewers that are going to lose a bunch of money? No, he doesn't care. Is he even investing in it? The stock price is wildly overinflated. Everybody understands that. Tesla is not in fact worth more than most other car companies combined. Now that doesn't mean that it won't continue to be overinflated. The stock market is an irrational thing, but it doesn't actually make sense to do what he's saying. But that said, he did have more to say. Here he turns more to the robot stuff.
I mean, gosh, in the same week that he saves astronauts with his rockets that he invented. Imagine that, he's building the coolest robots you've ever seen. Go online and look up Optimus. It is the coolest thing you've ever seen. We're all gonna be buying robots. They're gonna cost about $30,000. You're gonna be buying a Tesla robot, and anybody who doesn't buy a Tesla robot is going to be silly. No one's gonna be keying anything. Elon Musk is the best entrepreneur and technologist in America,
right,
and I bet on him. I wish I was allowed,
Secretary,
but I'm not allowed to buy any stock.
I gotta stop you. You're saying we're gonna have $30,000 robots soon that I can buy and boss around?
What do I need my wife for?
Yeah, everyone that works for him probably feels like a robot these days.
Boss around? Like, I love the
first thing he thinks of.
Yeah, like even the idea of like having a robot. Like the first thing that would come to my mind is like, just like a boss around. Like, I don't need that in my life. You know what I mean? Like,
no, dude, Francesca, did you watch Westworld? This is like Jesse, what people like him, they just want effective, like we'll call them robots. They identify
with the villains.
They want digital slaves.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They want, and they're gonna do more than just boss them around. There's gonna be terrible stuff. And Jesse Watters, that's instantly where his mind goes. Also, the sheer elitism of Howard Lutnick, a wealthy man in a cabinet of billionaires, saying anyone who doesn't buy this $30,000 robot is just being silly. You think we can afford a $30,000 robot? First of all, it's not gonna cost that in the same way that the Cybertruck doesn't cost $40,000 as Elon Musk repeatedly said it was going to. You can't get it for less than $100,000. So the price is gonna be more jacked up. Also, nobody's gonna key those robots. You want to check in on that if they ever actually are released? I think people are going to be doing worse things than just keying to other people's Tesla robots.
They're going to need the robots to protect the Teslas. So it's just this sort of endless thing. I don't know, Joe. I think we need to underscore, like, this is maybe one of the wilder things we've seen in the last 60 days. This is the Commerce Secretary going on Fox News, telling people to invest in Tesla. This is not a Republican who needs to win their seat, who is worried about, GOP money coming from Elon Musk in their primary race. This is the Commerce Secretary. This is someone who is supposed to be working for all of us, to be making sure the markets are fair, to be making sure regulations are enacted. Of course, he's not going to do any of that. You guys, this is like, look, I'm just trying to say, like, call it what I think is going to happen. A massive crash that will fall on the backs of ordinary people who might have 401ks, retirements, anything invested. Maybe they're looking to retire in the next 5 or 10 years. This is going to be disastrous. And so it's funny that Tesla stock is tanking. It's funny that, Elon is getting all his stooges out there to try and be like, we gotta support an EV car of all things, John. And again, I even want to say, like, we should reverse engineer this so that we support, the building of more electric vehicle, manufacturing. No, that's not what this is about. This is about fluffing the richest man in the world so he can be a trillionaire. And it will fail, John. It will fail just like, look at X right now. Look at Twitter right now. Okay, it's going to fail.
I don't want to.
Except this time, it's on all of us. Like, this is the worst person you could be betting on. This is the worst person you could have at the helm of the US government. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm like, take all your money, put it in a mattress, move abroad. I mean, literally, I'm like this close to doing that because I'm terrified.
Yeah, I'm super worried for the people who are retired or need to retire soon because we're cruising towards it. Many of them, again, voted for Donald Trump, voted for this. So a couple things. First of all, let's say that you like Teslas, which is fine. Some people like Teslas. I think that their designs are a little bit outdated. I think it's ridiculous they haven't made a cheaper car, whatever, but maybe you like it. Maybe
everything's
you like
computer.
Yeah, maybe you like the stupid robots or whatever. That's fine. That's fine. Do you know how much of that Elon Musk designed? This much. Do you know how much of the code he wrote? This much. Exactly. He didn't build those rockets. He's never built a model rocket, Howard Lutnick. He bought into companies that already existed, which is fine. Give him credit for that. Don't use the word build. He doesn't know how to build anything. He's not an engineer. He's barely a coder. The last code he wrote was like 30 years ago. And after the company that he made with that code was sold, they had to rewrite it because it was so poorly written. So give him credit for being an investor or a hype man or whatever. That's fine. He didn't build this stuff. Stop giving people credit for stuff they don't deserve simply because they have a lot of money. Again, the elitism suffuses every second of Fox News. Bow down to the billionaires. They are better than you. They are smarter than you. They deserve more children than you or whatever. That's the constant message that we hear from them. And your point about it being the Commerce Secretary, there are other companies in America making electric cars. There are other companies making robots and making AI. And Howard Lutnick's like, no free market. No, we're gonna support all American. No, this one company, because the dude who owns, I think like 12% of it, gave us hundreds of millions of dollars. We are gonna do daily ads for him. Howard Lutnick's gonna go on Fox News. Donald Trump is gonna be on the front yard of the White House. This one guy, this one company gets all of the weight of the MAGA movement behind it or whatever, than all these other companies that might be generating more jobs, might be doing better pay, better benefits for their workers. Screw all of that. We got a billionaire to protect. That's the message that I get very loud and clear. Yep. Any other thoughts?
No. I mean, the corruption is like, it's not even a good enough word to call it what this is.
Chaos, crime, and corruption. That's what I said you're gonna get every single day. Some days it's more of one than another. It's just this week has been utter corruption. And somebody in the comments mentioned that their prediction was that, like with the Cybertruck just being like the PS2 style polygons, at some point Elon Musk is gonna come out with an Optimus robot that has PS2 level like polygon boobs like in Tomb Raider. 100%. There has never been a better prediction in the history of our species than that will happen.
You know, that's what the problem with boobs are. Like, nobody really likes boobs because they're round and soft. People want pointy, they want hard, cold, like that. That's really like, that's hot. right? That's
but that's the terrible thing is that he's gonna finally come out with his sex robot or whatever, and like Elon Musk stands, like with the Cybertruck, are gonna have body parts cut off because they're not gonna file off the edges of the metal.
Yeah, everyone wants to lose an eye when they're getting intimate with somebody. I mean, obviously they're a robot. Ow.